Boy in Green. Epilogue, the Forbidden Chapter. Peter picked up the Star of the Sea in the quiet night. He wasn't planning to keep it any longer, in fear Tiger Lily would keep him to the promise that he never agreed upon. Plus, in Zelilia's recent studies, the stones did not need to remain close to the tree or be intact. Evan may or may not have cracked the moon of the earth into 2 pieces. Apparently, Zelilia told Curly to take the stone to the other side of the island to see if distance had any negative effects. And while Curly was waiting, he played catch using the stone with Evan. So, it was decided the stones had served their purpose. Of course, Peter got the feeling the moon of the earth would come in handy. It was capable of remarkable things, and it had another name that was more common, the Stone of Light. Despite being split, the stone's power was untapped. He could say the same for the Star of the Sea, but he did not want to separate Tiger Lily from her true love. Once Peter placed the Star of the Sea in his pocket, a glimmering light appeared before him. In the center of the light was a small form of a girl. She smiled at Peter, and as she spoke to him, Peter realized she was the Creator. "You have done well, hero. Are you leaving for the world below?" she asked. "Yes, I am." She nodded. "Then I have one more request for you." Bringing the sun, moon, and star together healed the tree and created a crucial object. However, this object is only for a certain person. Someone who can comprehend the dangers of this world. And in their hands, they shall end and renew this world through the use of this object. The end of the world? Peter awed, wondering why she would give someone that kind of power. Yes, the end of the world. See, because of what happened here with Hook and what has happened with the merfolk and humans, I worry for the future of Fictitious. You must understand that perhaps one day, this world might have to be destroyed for the better. Peter understood what she meant but still had to ask, will it happen soon? She shook her head. No, the merfolk and humans have united, and you have healed the tree. All is not lost in darkness. She then formed the most beautiful sword Peter had ever seen right out of thin air. In the middle of the crossguard was a jewel of a bright sun similar to the gemstone Zelilia had obtained on Dark Island. Then at the very bottom of the hilt was a gleaming stone of a moon, and to the 2 sides of the crossguards were jewels shaped as shooting stars. The white and gold blade was just as beautiful. And written on the blade in the language of witches it said, Faith of Stars, Moon of Hope, Sun of Charity. The Creator held the sword to Peter and said, near the mountains where you found the moon of the earth, in the desert, there is an opening to another world. A forgotten world in which I have buried. You, however, will be allowed entrance. Find the castle and place the sword in the shining stone, the same stone which the moon of the earth is from. There the sword shall rest and never be drawn out unless the last days are needed. Peter nodded as he carefully took the sword. I will do as you ask. Thank you. Speak of this to no one, for they will not believe. What about Zelilia? Peter asked quickly when he noticed the Creator was fading away. As the one whose brightness awoke the sun in the sky, you may tell her of this. However, her power and the power I gave you have been returned to the tree and to this blade. While you are without the ease of the wind, new divine gifts will be given as you see the need for them. Your belief is the limit. Peter wanted to ask more of the Creator, but her light vanished. He stared back down at the elegant craftsmanship of the sword. It was a shame it would only be cast into a stone and may never be used. Peter hoped that perhaps he would be able to see the day it was drawn out. Of course, that would mean he would have to witness the end of the world. He was not sure what that truly meant. But he was given an answer when he heard the Creator's voice say from the branches of the tree, You will see that day is not to be feared as your wisdom grows, Peter Pan, the boy in green. Peter smiled, strapping the sword to his belt. He checked on the Star of the Sea and then slipped one of the Moon of the Earth pieces into the pocket as well. He would return these pieces along with the sword to their respective kingdoms. The Sky of the Sun would stay with Zelilia, and he would keep the other half of the moon of the earth. Perhaps it was the gift the Creator was referring to. His belief was the limit.